What's good, YouTube gang? What's up, Exiles? In today's video, I will show you my endgame setup for a Ritualist gang Rise Up. So this is going to be tier 16 map. This is this build. It's like playing back in 01 patch. It doesn't feel like the nerfed, all the complaints about game being hard. Scratch that with this build. I'll show you also, I tried King of the Mist. I got the Ingenuity belt from the bad boy, but I will show you after the little map showcase. The best AoE clear is Lightning Spear. That ability is just absolutely cracked for AoE clear. I don't know why they buffed it. I played this since level 1. You can check out my leveling builds or mid-game builds in the right upper corner for this setup. I play with Explosive Spear, single target, but the best single target is Primal Strikes. The combination with Lightning Spear and Primal Strikes on single target is just amazing. So this map has, I think this is the double boss map, I believe. Everybody's favorite from campaign. So they also added a new ability called Call the Weak. So when there is a monster with low HP will be highlighted, and if you use this Call the Weak on the map on the monster, then it will give you Frenzy Charge. So Frenzy Charge generation is super easy. I'm not really using it as often as I should. Now Barrage also eats Frenzy Charges, but they are adding a new support gem that should prevent that. So that's pretty good. You can see me having Minion Companion. You can see it's pretty squishy. And you might be wondering, why do I have it if it dies so quickly? Well, there is a way how to make it resurrect instantly when it dies, almost. It's like 1 second or half a second before it reses. So my pet, I only use it for Haste Aura. Haste Aura is really cracked. It gives you a lot of movement speed, a lot of attack speed. So it's really insane, amazing. I was gonna try extra physical damage aura, but we're doing... I mean, that would work still. That would still work as well. I might try it out as the next one. If anyone tried it, let me know in the comment section. But there is some Breach showcase as well. Kind of disappointed with Breach. Monster density is, after the nerf, is not really great. But because I want to get Breach rings, 3 of them. I want to put 40% quality on them. And yeah. But talk about the gear and quality is... The footage you see right now, I had outdated ring and I had no quality on the rings. Now if you get triple flat damage attack on rings and then have quality on them, it does add damage a lot. So you will see me having quality in the game when I show you the gear or the setup in a second, but I didn't have it in this showcase. So rares, if there is rares, super easy. It's just one shot. I almost got one tapped here, but you just use the one Lightning Spear. 80% of the time it will always apply shock, and then you just follow with Primal Strike and you kill rares. The only problem I have is when you heavy stun, enemies get knocked away, but I think even more than before. I used to play, my main is Warrior. I played nothing but that in first league. So I remember how it looked before, and I feel like they even increased the distance where they fall back from the heavy armor. I mean, from the heavy stun, but whatever. That's what I don't like. Like you're in the melee range, you stun the enemy, and instead of like having free DPS window, they just knock away, right? They just get knocked back away, and so you kind of whiff an attack. So it's kind of meh. It's kind of weird. Let me slowly get to the boss here though of the showcase. Amazing support gem in the Lightning Spear is Iterate that gives you 35% damage when you kill shock enemy, and we shock always. This was a rare with a wisp, no problem. Also, I would say this build is kind of budget because you will see I have only one ability with 4 sockets. Everything else is only 3 sockets with Lesser Jeweler Orb, which is super easy to get. I have not dropped the Greater Jeweler Orb. I dropped only 1. And I actually dropped... No, yeah, I dropped only 1. Yeah, I used the Lightning Spear. So my Primal Strikes is still only 3 socketed, so I'm missing quite a lot of damage. Or, excuse me, my Primal Strike is 4 sockets, but Lightning Spear is 3 sockets. So I'm missing quite a lot of damage there. I will show you a combo with Y melee ability and range ability, such as Lightning Spear is really good. There's some crazy good combo with the support gems, also passive on the skill tree. But fast forward here, then I'm gonna show the little footage with the King of the Mist. Got the double boss here, everybody's favorite from the campaign. Don't worry, I will avenge you. So what I use here is Orb of Storms for rage generation and mana. Also got Frenzy, Charge here. No problem, damage is really insane. I also have 4 points of Atlas in the Atlas. So these bosses have +2 level difficulty. instead of +0 like when you enter maps, so not too bad. I think level 89 here. The drops are a bit, I don't know, underwhelming, I would say, but here we go with the King of the Mist. A little action. King of the Mist, I have never really fought him. It's super ass to play in melee. That's what we want to do because of Primal Strikes. And because he moves around so often. So having pure DPS window is pretty hard. It's pretty hard. With him teleporting around, he drops the debuffs we apply, which is lightning exposure from Primal Strikes. He drops the shock from lightning spear, so it's kind of meh. Not the biggest fan of this fight. And he also applies the curses where you have to move or you have to stand. And there is his tornado that he applies, you will see in a second. The tornado he applies, it breaks armor, but they also take increased damage by 30%. That's a change they added to this patch. And yesterday, after the interview with devs, they are removing this increased damage. So when you have broken armor from enemies, you will not take increased damage. That's good. That's good because that shreds. You will see me. I had to play like little in the second phase when he casts tornado. I died once on him, and second run looked like this, so it's quite alright, I guess. By the way, I have 2 Ascendancies. I'm still missing 2 Ascendancies, boys. So there is a lot of power to be gained there as well because the Headhunter is very promising. And I rather avoided his attacks here. I could probably tank a slam, make the fight faster, but I'd rather avoid the slam than will I die. Now we stun him. I don't know why, but dude, this build has such a high stun buildup. I mean, sure, I have a weapon with stun buildup, but by itself, or even during campaign, Lightning Spear is insane stun buildup, man. That's crazy. Also, Primal Strikes. We are not even pure physical, so we apply less stun. There it is. There's the beauty. Ingenuity belt right there. Little on ID. It's a mid-roll, nothing too crazy. But boys, I do have a little planner on, as always, on Mobalytics in here with everything described and details, the stats as well. And you know, Atlas, passive tree. This is the Atlas I had, by the way. So if you could give me a favor, hit that little heart button here, mean a lot to me. And I want to touch on one very overpowered item, if you will, for Avent. You see I have nothing in Avent because I do use Dent with Death, which is a multiplicative skill speed. Very, very amazing. But there is one item that would make this build even much better. It is this Avent Sacred Flame. Some of you may have watched my video with Kitava and the deep dive before this leak started. And I recommended this Avent for Kitava, but this can be applied to anyone. You get up to 60% damage, free damage in Avent for your whole builds. But as you can see, the price is just ridiculous, right? There's 20 divines. Like, what? That's crazy. Crazy. They just don't stay on the website. They get instantly bought up, even for this crazy price. Shows you how much people are swiping, but that's just a little info there. I also have full POB, boys, which I will link in the description. It's actually in the Mobalytics planner right here. For those of you who are unaware, you can get the code here, copy code, and then you can import it to the POB. But yeah, POB with full details and DPS. There are some warnings here. I don't know why it shows I have not enough strength, so just ignore that. Sockets as well. But I will have that. Anyway, skill gem in the game. So first, we do have the lightning spear. You can see only 3 sockets here. So you get lightning infusion. We got vault. Vault is amazing. The more you move, the more you get like charges. And for each charge, you get extra 5% damage of lightning. So this is amazing. When you do with the lightning spear, you always want to be on move. You always want to be on move to generate that. We got innervate. Again, get lightning damage when you kill shocked enemy. Amazing stuff. I don't even have quality anywhere except Primal Strike, so I'm behind on the gearing and whatnot. Now, Primal Strike's my favorite. It looks amazing. Like, we have such an insane attack speed. It's really crazy. I'm at 0.3 with haste aura from the minion. Primal Armament for multiplicative damage. We got concentrated effect because that AoE decrease doesn't even matter. Elemental focus here because this skill cannot even apply elemental ailments, so more damage. Cannot apply elements because it does have a payoff tag, and that means it cannot apply shock because this skill works on the consumed shock right here. Consume shock when hit, but it does inflict lightning exposure. So we have both best debuffs. Shock from lightning spear. As you can see here, it's multiplicative, very easy to apply. And then we have this for lightning exposure. Next up, we got Persuade. Now, this is the combo where it makes like Proc and melee skill good. You get more damage here, melee damage 25% if you have hit with a Proc attack, which is Lightning Spear. And there is one that I want to add to Lightning Spear eventually. And that one is called, I think, Retreat. There it is, boys. This is what you want to add to Lightning Spear if you have 4 sockets. So another multiplier, Proc damage. This would go pretty hard. Barrage here, you want to use it for your Lightning Spear. This is going to empower the Proc attack in this case, making it so it repeats. It will repeat for less damage, but for AoE clear, it's like extra frenzy charge almost, it feels like. It's very good. So Premeditation for another multiplier, 15% damage. Relentless cooldown, and Deliberation here for even more damage. This penalty on movement speed doesn't matter. It's really good. Even single target is good. Now, new ability called the Weak. Again, monsters are highlighted when low on HP, and if you use this, you will get Frenzy Charge. So we will get a Perfusion to potentially get 2 charges and Martial Tempo, so it's faster. I don't really have anywhere else to put this bad boy, which is kind of funny, but it is what it is. I mean, I could put it on Lightning Sphere too, but the mana usage would be insane. I don't know what they were thinking or saying that they fixed mana issues, but nah. Herald of Thunder for AoE, not really needed to be fair. So you get some Cursing Current here for more shock spread. We got Precision for accuracy. This guy, I had some Left Spirit. And some more AoE here. I use this for Orb of Storm on single target if I have 4th link. But Orb of Storms, this will be our Rage Generator and also Mana Recovery. So if I use it here, watch my damage rise by a lot. I mean, we're at 50k right here. Primal strikes at almost 40k here. Rage goes up to 30 by default, so that's 30% multiplicative damage because each stack gives you 1. So as you can see, 42,000 Lightning Spear, 59,000 Primal Strikes. That's pretty rad. Now Companion here. What I like is, again, Haste Aura. It gives you a lot of attack speed, a lot of movement speed. I am with this at 47% movement speed, boys. That's crazy. And be careful though, the more powerful minion is, the more reservation it costs. So most of my companions were 42%. I was really lucky to get this one at 33%. That's because this mob is squishy, I guess, by default as a monster. So that's why it's kind of easy. So be careful about that. I also talk about it in my build guide. So probably have to drop precision, or you get to get more spirit on the gear. But we get Meat Shield, so it takes less damage. We get Last Gasp, amazing one. Your minion lasts for 4 seconds longer if it's at 0 life. And we get Loyalty, so some of the damage from hits are taken from Companion before you. I did not have this on the King fight, so this could have saved me a bit more, if you will. For Auras, Ghost Dance, this will give you Energy Shield based on your evasion. This is the only quality I have, actually. So this is very good. I need to up the Spirit Gem. I still haven't. Fast Forward is gonna make this proc more more often, if you will. Right here, duration between Ghost Routes, so you can see that it helps a lot. And Wind Dancer for more evasion. My defensive stats, 70% evasion is not really that great, but given how much life and energy shield I have, it's not too bad, I would say. Captain Rest as well, Chaos not too bad, it's alright, it's alright. Alright, on the gear. So we got the spear. I got this in Ritual. Just like that, I didn't have to slam it. Insane spear. What you're looking for is physical percentage. I wish this was higher. That would be a bomb of a weapon, but yeah. So physical percentage, flat physical, flat lightning damage is very good too, since you're a lightning build. Stun build up is good. Attack speed is what's missing here. We don't really care about crit. We are not crit build, so be careful about plus proc skills or melee skills. It does add to your damage, but it also does add to your mana, so be careful about that. Right now, my abilities are 52 mana, so not the best. You know what I mean? On the rings, it's pretty straightforward. Look for a triple attack. It is really insane as a third attack, especially with the Mystic Attunement here, which makes you get more bonuses. So rings with triple attack is just insane. You can also get something like that with life and lightning damage increase. This lightning damage increase is really good instead of flat damage. Still good. And we also have the this one right here is only about, I mean, this one is not that great, to be fair. It's got low res, it's got low physical, tier 2. These are tier 5, so I'll probably replace this soon, hopefully. So yeah, all this quality on attack and lightning damage, I did not have that before. On the amulet here, I was really lucky to find this. I found this for like 10 exiles, I think. Yeah. Most of the most expensive gear piece I got is one divine. Oh, it's no longer here. It was one divine weapon, but I sold it for 2 divine. But the most expensive gear here, probably headpiece. I think it was like 40x or 30. Rest was below that, so it was very cheap. Everything was very cheap. So life, very important, spirits, and then attributes to have better access to the gems or also items, because we ideally want to use evasion and energy shield base items, which require intelligence. So I would recommend that. On the headpiece, life resistances, these two apply to almost every piece. Chest piece, a big life resistances again, not too bad. On the gloves here, flat physical and lightning is advised because similar to rank, it's really good for damage increase. And then we got max life, also good. Resistances, the classic. On the boots, movement speed, life resistances, the classic. Stun threshold, if you can get it, get it. I have a low roll, but yeah. Now for the belt, ingenuity is extremely cheap. It is so goddamn cheap. Earlier when I was looking at it, it cost 20 alchemy orbs. Or like 30 chaos orbs, which is lower than exiles. Like, what? And no, this does not apply to the third ring. This only applies to this ring and this ring. So if you don't have ingenuity, don't worry about it. I have other one, which could be maybe better. I have this belt right here, which is pretty cracked. It's got good life, it's got mana, it's got strength, it's got stun threshold, a lot. I might use that eventually. We'll see about that. I like the damage though increase. Now, for the charms here, I'll show you a little tech for a better frenzy charge generation if you're in the high mob density area or anywhere. So these unique ones, super cheap. I bought one for 1x. You get frenzy charge if you take lightning damage. How do we take lightning damage? We get this passive. So some of the physical damage hits from mobs are taken as elemental, a random elemental. And it procs pretty often on the lightning. So you know what? This is insane. This is actually not bad. Just a little tech how to utilize that. Now, talking about charms, Ritualist does have branch for charms here. But to be fair, I tried it. I thought this would be on-demand usage for charms, but no, it's not. This procs randomly. I did one map, and this did not proc a single time. That's bad. Let's talk about the passive points first Ascendancy. So first off, I went with the plus ring and obviously the increase to amulet and rings, insane. Okay. Any build can play on this Ascendancy. You can play literally anything. Anyways, on the last 2 Ascendancies, I will definitely go for the Ritual Sacrifice. This is a buff. You steal modifiers from corpse, from rare monsters. So you will have 4 modifiers. You can make this last for over a minute. A minute buff like that is, in my book, pretty damn good. So we got that. And upgrade to that is a one modifier from a rare monster at demand at the cost of 20% life, which is no problem. You can heal it up with a potion, right? So not too bad. Before boss fight, before map start, I think this could carry quite a long way. I think people are underestimating this Ascendancy a lot. I know a lot of questions. Why Ritualist versus Amazon? Amazon is for crit, and this is for anything. I really like. I'm a big fan of, since last league, I was stacking triple attack modifiers on rings on all my melee builds. I love it. In combination with Rage, some disgusting damage, so that's what I like. Blood Boil here. This is corrupted blood, doesn't scale with bleed, so bleed build. A lot of people think this Ascendancy is for bleed because of that. No, it's not. No, it's not. So yeah, I would just ignore that. On the skill tree here, I went with this route for some damage and attack speed. It's actually pretty good. These notes are strong. This one is very good because, again, this will make it so your Primal Strike is damage is increased by a Lightning Spear and vice versa. So this is exactly the same as the support gem I showed you before. Pursuit and Retreat. Good stuff. I first recommend rushing Dance with Death because this skill speed is really insane. It's crazy the speed, because we also have acceleration here for 10% more. Now, movement speed, I tried to stack movement speed here, here, and here. It's I think that's pretty good. I'm missing blur over here, but I also got some more in a step like mist. Eventually, we apply also blind through this passive. Blind reduces accuracy on enemies and evasion rating, so it's harder for them to hit you. It's easier for you to hit them, if you will. I just missed Mame. Now, on the bottom side here, of course, you want to get the passives for spear, damage, accuracy, attack speed, good stuff. And down here, I like to get the penetration here for attacks, also here for lightning. And increased chance to shock also makes it easier to apply the debuff on the target with lightning spear, so you can use primal strikes. And lightning rod, some people don't like it. I think it's pretty good. This is a easier chance to apply shock. Again, I've talked about this one. Some stun recovery, stun threshold is very important, I think. So this is pretty good. Up top in here, some evasion, dexterity, also some dexterity. Could even go for bestial skin here, but I don't have a pure evasion base. I'm ES and evasion. This is also very good for damage. 50% lightning damage with Herald of Thunder is wild. And on the upper side, Subterfuge Mask, get some nice energy shield headpiece. I did not go for pure energy shield because that would be a lot of intelligence requirement. We don't have that. Best damage increase for this build is definitely Wildstorm. This is more maximum lightning damage. Maximum is always good. And this is also amazing because sometimes on Primal Strikes, you have a chance to not consume the shock. I'm not sure if this really works that often. I couldn't tell yet. I'm not sure. I need to do some more testing, but yeah, I could notice that. I need to more do more. I didn't pay attention, to be honest. But here we get some more damage. This one increased a lot. So get this bad boy. We get some more skill speed, mana regen to ease up with mana regen during fights, and some energy shield. I feel like this is amazing setup for both damage maximization and also like defenses. When I get Headhunter though, the rituals right here, you need duration on the skill effect. So luckily right here, this path, we have skill effect duration. You definitely want to get this. You definitely want to get this. And your buffs expire slower. Like, whoa, this is made for this Ascendancy, man. And I believe that was everything. On the rotation, what do you want to do on AoE? You just basically just do that on AoE. You pop Barrage as well and just go hard. And on single target, you just apply Oracle Storm to get rage stacks. You go Lightning Spear until you apply Shock. Then you go Primal Strikes to consume the Shock and apply Lightning Exposure. For the big damage, again, back and forth like that. Don't forget, Primal Strikes is 3 attack abilities, so you gotta, if you click it, you gotta click it 3 times. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But G's and gents, let me know what you think. Thank you everybody for watching. I stream every day on Twitch and YouTube, so you can see my progression here or there. And I will try to do some more builds. I have one more build in mind with this, including this headpiece and Elemental Sundering. It's pretty insane too. So I'll probably work on that today in the evening once I'm live. And I'll try to get some better rings for more damage, but and also spear. My spear could be better. Yeah, physical damage ain't the best, but we shall see about that. Have a great one, guys. Thank you once again for watching. Until next time, peace.